Hello and welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Morno Balagobo. We'll take a look at the headlines. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, has vowed his government will not interfere in election process. KOGI government set to empower 1,000 of women and girls in the state. Fidelity Bank acquires Union Bank. Liberia asks Oman to halt visas for domestic jobs. And in sports, UBA offers customers paid trip to Qatar 2022. And now the news in detail. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, on Tuesday vowed that his government will not allow any candidate use their personal resources or influence to intimidate other Nigerians ahead of the next year general elections. He added that in 6 months, Nigeria will appreciate his government, that it respects them. According to a statement by his special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, the president spoke when he received members of the Progressive Governors Forum, led by its chairman, Governor Abubakar Bagudu of Kebbi State at the State House in Abuja. Citing the outcome of the Ekiti, Anambra and Osun States governorship elections, the president assured Nigerians of his desire to bequeath strong political institutions through non-interference in elections. This, he noted, would give credence to the political process, ensure participation and inclusiveness, and show that the governing party respects the electorate. The president said, "I want Nigerians to know that we respect them and for us to show that we will allow them to vote who they want." We all witnessed what happened in Anambra, Ekiti and Osun states. What happened in those states gives me a lot of hope that we are succeeding. To the APC political leaders, he called for intensified efforts in thinking, meeting and strategizing for the 2023 elections. In his remarks, the chairman of the PGF thanked the president for his leadership, affirming that the Nigerian economy had been growing in spite of challenges. KOGI state government has organized one-day interactive management on financial, economic and social impact projects and programs in the state. The government, through the Office of the Special Advisor on Women Affairs, Asmao Gogo Kabir, who officially launched the program in the government house, Lokoja, said it is a program that will empower 1,000 women and girls across the 3 senatorial districts. Our reporter, Faith Abdul Ghaffar, has more.
KOGI state government has proposed empowerment of 1,000 women and girls through the various federal government agencies and financial institutions in the state. Commissioner for Women Affairs Fatima Kabiu Buba, Director General Pension Commission Mariam Abadu, and other top government functionaries at the event said the program will go a long way to bring succor and financial freedom to women and girls in the society.
I appreciate the Special Advisor on Women Affairs, Aji Asmao Gogo, for coming up with this very good initiative. This will actually improve the livelihood of women, girls, and people with small businesses, to support them financially, economically, and socially.
Trust me, KOGI women are very enterprising and industrious. And I am sure that whatever kobo given to them, they will turn it over and ensure that they expand their business and add value to their families.
The Special Advisor on Women Affairs and the organizer, Asmao Gogo Kabiu, said after the workshop, women and girls will be open to many opportunities to become self-employed.
Advice for women is that we are bringing opportunity to them now. It is now left for them to grab it with 2 hands. Whatever these resource people that we have partnered with are going to bring to them, it's left for them to know what to use it for. What you see here today might not be a hall full of women, but each person that comes here today represents a group. So, and I'm sure as they are going back now, they are going to, whatever we discuss, everything we have discussed here, here today, they are going to relate it to the various groups that they belong to. So, and we are still going to create more awareness before the empowerment proper.
She encouraged them to visit her office as a way to get more information about the numerous plans that will be provided for them.
We want to tell them that we want our resource person to see the implementing partner that will take this great opportunity to the local government grassroots for our women to benefit. And my office is always open. They can always come in to ask any question that they are not too clarified about.
7 agencies were present to enlighten the women and students who attended the program.
Raw Material Research and Development Council is an agency of the federal government of Nigeria vested with a mandate to promote the development and utilization of Nigerians' industrial abundant raw materials. I'm sure we all know that we have so many raw materials in Nigeria. Nigeria is blessed.
Sheet trade. We have all the sheet trade desk officers in all the states, and then we do mentorship program. We give incentives to women depending on their sector and the area of their strength, and we do several other meetings we hold with them to know where their capacity lies. And with this initiative by MUHAMMADU, thank you so much. We are going to partner with you to ensure that these women reach their goals.
You know, they will assist you. They are all our development partners. We partner with them, they provide the technical know-how, but we bring you into the center to ensure that you develop a business. You know, all we are interested in is developing your own business, and we support you by the network of our service providers.
They gave pointers on how they can access all federal government empowerment programs.
We have branches all over the country. We have about 130 branches in all states of this country. And we offer financial assistance to everybody, irrespective of gender. But most especially our women, they access our financial packages every now and then. We have a product, we call it BUHARI. We have that product, the interest rate is only about 7%. If you come around with us, within 1 month, you'll be able to access that product. And we always like these things to be in clusters, cooperatives.
We also advise on adaptation of machineries and processes for raw materials utilizations, and we also organize workshops, symposiums, and seminars designed to enlighten the public on raw materials and development solutions discovered from time to time.
Capacity building, because when we give you money, we don't want you to misuse the money. First of all, allow you to go through entrepreneurship training before the money is given to you. And another component of it is that your business will be insured.
The financial institutions also touch light on advantages that are bound for the people.
We have microfinance units of our bank that whatever you are doing, any amount you want to access as a loan, will also give you that one. You come in cluster or as an individual.
It's not a Muslim ban as people may conceive. It's a ban for everybody, but it's just that the financial system that we are operating on, we borrowed it from the Islamic financial system, and it is for the betterment of our customers and people in Nigeria. What it entails is about non-application of interest in our business. What we do is a profit sharing in terms of our businesses. We don't apply interest in our financing. We do financing, we do procurement, we do purchases of whatever goods you want to do in your business.
The Kogi State Deputy Governor, represented by the Chief of Staff, Sunday Faleke, commended the special advisor but urged her to carry the crusade further to the people at the grassroots saying they will be most benefited.
I want to tell you that our people are ready to make use of any opportunity to increase wealth and make production of anything possible in this state. And His Excellency is also ready to secure every business line and property, because his watchword is security, security, security. And when you have a secure environment, business will surely thrive.
Traditional ruler would be beneficiaries represented by the SSA to the governor on market women. KOGI West and the student leader appreciated the special advisor, whom they say has given them the information needed to excel in life. They promise to carry their members along.
What we don't understand before, what we don't even know about it before, she has made us to know it today. So we market women will say thank you to the government. You see our women start to register. People who doesn't have account number, they have start registered. And now they have promised us that they are going to give us a loan so that we can back to our business to start to expand our business. We say thank you.
It's going to be of a great benefit. With what they have explained so far, we are made to understand that they are going to be empowering students after this phase, that they will bring a kind of POS to give to students that are within the school so that they can be using it to run business, so that and at the end of the day, whatever they have a gain or a profit from the business, they can be using it to feed themselves in the school and probably be making some contribution that they also use in paying their school fees, because it's of a great benefit for them to even figure out that project alone. We are really grateful to SA on Women Affairs, Honorable Asmao Kabir Gogo.
The volunteer federal agencies and banks at the event are Raw Material Research and Development Council, SMIDAS, National Board for Technology Incubation, Jaiz Bank, Bank of Agriculture and FCMB. Faith Abdul-Ghaffar reporting for MLC TV.
A private radio station in Kogi State, Grace 95.5 FM, has marked 15 years of existence. The program, which draws media practitioners from across the board, had the theme, "It's a Journey," and were just warming up. Discussants at the event were of the opinion that journalism is a noble profession, hence the need for journalists to always keep the ethics of the profession. Our reporter Joshua Adinoyi has more.
Grace 95.5 FM has been a household radio station widely listened to by the people of Kogi State and neighboring states, which was established in 2007. On the event lineup to mark its 15 years is the symposium that has broadcasters and major stakeholders in the industry present. Discussing the topic tagged Conventional Media, Social Media and Civil Society, bolstering reportage for socio-economic development, were speakers from various media organizations. A lecturer of the Mass Communication Department at the Federal University, Lokoja, Jibril Abdullahi, explained that as humanity continues to exist, the need for easy access to news become imperative. Jibril, whose presentation centers on new media and the news, emphasized that the new media has taken over the wave. Hence, other conventional media should improve and increase human interest activities to enable them compete favorably.
So all we need to do, as far as the media wants to operate in this stormy media ecology, all they need to do is to ensure that they remember ethical standard in reporting, ethical standard in presentation, ethical standard in designing content. That's all they need. And why doing it? Not forgetting the fact that they are operating within the space of the social media, where you see El, Dick, Tom, and Harry operating on the same platform. So you need to differentiate between who is a conventional journalist and who is a citizen journalist, right? But be that as it may, you cannot divorce the fact that social media or the new media has come to stay. I think the point I was making in that paper is that for you not to be ridiculed as a conventional media, you need to understand the fact that the terrain there out there is for everybody. So if you are there on that platform, ensure that you do what is right, follow standard, ensure that the message you are putting out there, you are designing out for the public, is reliable, is verifiable, and also is authentic, and that it does not affect your ethical standard, as the case may be.
Bolu Obahogbo of the Vanguard newspaper and a veteran journalist, Pastor Fagbo, calls for credibility, professionalism, and discouraged copy and paste attitude among media practitioners. They charged journalists to focus on issues that will bring about national development.
Especially as concerns the social media, that there's so much misinformation, so much copy and paste journalism style, and is already eroding the credibility and the responsibility of journalists to the people. People are afraid that they keep on seeing a story in the same way and in the same format. And so that's why we are here to talk to ourselves as media practitioners to do as much as possible away from copy and paste syndrome. Also, we're also looking at the fact that as 2023 approaches, the issues should be what the reportage should be all about. We should not look at the political side and then behave like the politicians themselves, who either do character assassination, who try to bring down everybody or their opponent. But we as a journalist must concern ourselves about reporting issues that actually have effect on the national development.
Similarly, the publisher of the Nigeria Post newspaper, Mike Abu, and Catherine Odok, head of sales and marketing of the organization, described the theme of the event as apt, stressing that it plays a critical role in ensuring a safe environment in the coming elections.
All over the world now, the world has gone internet. 3 billion people now are on the social media. That is half the population of the world. So what it means is that if you are not one of those people, you have been left behind. Everybody you see now is on the Facebook. In other spheres of life, like in politics, you can't take it away from the fact that we are in a political dispensation. Most of the campaigns that will be done online. And so when you look at socio-economic development, the place of the conventional media, the social media, the civil society, who of course we all are working together with, it goes to show that we need to strengthen this particular aspect of our national life. I want to use this medium to deeply say that Grace FM 95.5 at 15 has really come a long way. We were there at the beginning, at the inception, and I must say that they have served as the alternative voice for the less privileged, for those whose voices could not have been heard in other medium. Grace FM has always been there for them. I urge them to continue in this stride. It might be difficult, it might be challenging, but for me, I think it's a phase of life. They've been very professional. I urge them to continue to keep up with it.
Media business is not practicable in Kogi State because of the struggle back and forth. But he situated it in Kogi State for a purpose. Is Grace FM fulfilling the purpose? Yes, it is. Is it making money? No, it isn't. But it is fulfilling the purpose and the vision of the visioneer. And the purpose is to inform people. The purpose is to keep the light of Kogi State aglow. The purpose is to continue to sensitize. I mean, he sang one of our liners, no throw away dirty for Kogi. I mean, so when you're telling people, if you hear that, what comes to mind? You're conscious of the fact that you don't need to throw anything like waste or litter your environment. When you hear liners like bribery and corruption go put you for trouble, that reminds you not to practice bribery and corruption. There are so many other messages that Grace FM had been putting forward that projects, the vision of the visioneer, which is not, tied to money making. And yes, it's a take home for me because I now understand that there is civic responsibility and you cannot tie civic responsibility to money making. We want to be sure that reporters, in fact, citizens and reporters are working together towards ensuring a saner environment. And when you have a sane environment, there is guarantee that, of course, you would have unconsciously promoted socio-economic development.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Confluence Cable Network, owners of Grace FM, Simbabi Ogbeha, said the radio station has continued to work strong through the grace of God, commitment of staff with the convincing vision that birthed the media outfit.
I have very ambitious dreams. Our goals are very ambitious. We believe that Kogi State is our base, and we want the world to see us, but we are not going to leave Kogi State. So as much as we will say, as we say, we are small enough to care, but we have very big ambitions, and we want Kogi State, Lokoja specifically, to be on the map for a whole lot of other things internationally.
Grace 95.5 FM is known for its commitment to people-centered news, programs and participatory opportunity given to the people to air their views through phone-in programs. It is situated at Mount Party, the popular historical place where Lord Lugard erected his resting house when Lokoja was the administrative capital of the country, Nigeria. Joshua Adenoy, reporting for MLC TV.
The Lagos State government has commenced the regulation of access to underground water in the state as part of efforts to manage groundwater and prevent pollution. The Executive Secretary, Lagos State Water Regulatory Commission, Funke Adepoju, stated this on Tuesday during the presentation of the Hydrogeological Data Inventory Report of the state in Alausa in Ikeja. She said, one of the core functions of LASWACO on the Lagos State Environmental Protection Law 2017 is to regulate and approve groundwater abstraction, consumption, supply and distribution in ensuring groundwater resources management and sustainability. The technical head, Hydrated Geo Consulting Services, Dr. Okomeno Oteri, in his presentation, noted that it was important to follow global standard regulations of getting approval and license for not just digging boreholes, but also the volume of water that could be abstracted from these sources. The Permanent Secretary Office of Environmental Services, Ministry of Environment and Water Resources, Dr. Tajuddin Gaji, called for regulation of sand mining, which he said had negative environmental effects. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Al-Kali Baba, has concluded plans to unveil the Nigerian Police Public Relations School Abuja Study Center building, which construction was concluded under his administration, with a focus on building the public relations space of all officers and men to improve the quality of interactions with members of the public. The three-story school, located across from the police force headquarters, boasts of renowned personers in public relations as tutors and visiting lecturers. The IGP has mandated the provost in charge of the Police Public Relations School, CP Emmanuel Ojoku, retired, to build up the school's curriculum in line with the standards of international public relations practice, with special focus on behavior management, professionalism, basic, intermediate and advanced public relations courses and psychological courses geared at human capacity buildings of members of the force. The Inspector General of Police, while reiterating the commitment of the force to training and restraining of officers and men of the force, emphasized that officers will gain the trainer's experience, which they will be directed to strategically and professionally pass on to the men under their command. He equally assures that deliberate steps will be taken to boost the capacity of the school to admit members of other agencies nationally and internationally for short and long-term courses in public relations practice. The board and management of Wema Board Limited on Tuesday inaugurated Otumba Sheyi Odutan as its new chairman. The inauguration took place at the headquarters of the conglomerate on Broad Street, Lagos, immediately after a few board was put in place. The motion of Odutan's elevation from a director to chairman was moved by one of the board members, Engineer Kolawole Akinola, supported by other directors. Speaking after his inauguration, the seasoned administrator and former managing director of Honeywell Group said he appreciates all the directors referring to his colleagues as core professionals, describing Wema Board as an iconic organization that had seen a major turnaround in the last 40 years. Odutun said Wema Board has a real potential in real estate and other businesses with asset base that is worthy of emulation. He assured stakeholders that the new board would help to realize the potential of the company while leaving a legacy that everybody will be proud of. Odutun congratulated all board members and the managing director, chief executive officer of Wema Board, Yemi Ejediron, for their commitment to making the company great. In business news, Fidelity Bank PLC has entered into a binding agreement to acquire a 100% equity stake in Union Bank UK PLC. The bank said this is in a corporate filing on the Nigerian Exchange Limited, signed by the company secretary, Ezinwa Onugboje. Fidelity Bank said the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, had issued no objection letter for the deal. It's also noted that this transaction is still subjected to the approval of the Prudential Regulatory Authority, PRA of the United Kingdom. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Fidelity Bank PLC, Nneka Onyeli Ikpe, said it was a move to expand services from the local market and diversify. The Union Bank UK commenced London operations in 1983 to provide competitive banking services, including personal banking, trade finance, treasury management, and structured trade and commodity finance, which it offers to individual corporate clients. Titan Trust Bank Limited, TTB, last year acquired Union Bank of Nigeria PLC. We'll now go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please do stay with us. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Glad to have you back with us. And now to news and crime. Kogi State Police Command has arrested a middle-aged man for killing his friend Kehinde Ajayi and buried the corpse in his house in Lake Lokoja, Kogi State. The ugly incident occurred in Filele community, Lokoja, where the late Kehinde resided with his family. It was reliably gathered that the middle-aged man killed his friend, late Kehinde Ajayi, on Sunday, 24th July, who just bought Toyota Sienna ash color. The source added that the arrested killer, who is into air conditioner repairs, tricked the late Kehinde at about 10 a.m. on that fateful day to an undisclosed place to celebrate the new car he just bought, but never returned since then. The family of the late Kehinde, when they could not find him for 3 days, however, reported the matter to the police, and one of his friends, who was a suspect, was arrested last week and gave a useful information to what happened to the deceased. The source said after killing him, the suspect went away with his car. It was gathered that on Monday this week, he took the policeman to his own house where he allegedly buried the body of Kehinde. Kogi State Police Public Relations Officer SP William Ayak confirmed the incident and disclosed to newsmen that the body of the late Kehinde had been recovered and investigation is still on to arrest others who might have participated in the killing. And now to news on the foreign scene. Former U.S. President Donald Trump's social media platform, Trump Social, has yet been approved for distribution on Alphabet International's Google Play Store due to insufficient content moderation, Axios reported on Tuesday, citing Google's spokesman. The delay marks a setback for the app, which launched in the Apple Store on February 21st. Android phones comprises about 40% of the U.S. smartphone market. Without the Google and App Stores, there is no easy way for smartphone users to download Truth Social. Google and Truth Social parent company Trump Media and Technology Group TMTG did not immediately respond to Reuters' requests for comments. Truth Social restored Trump's presence on social media more than a year after he was banned from Twitter International, Facebook and Alphabet's International YouTube's following the January 6, 2021 U.S. Capitol riots after he was accused of posting messages inciting violence. TMTG is working with Hive, a San Francisco-based company that does AI-based content moderation, to flag sexually explicit content, hate speech, bullying and violent content on the app. TMTG is planning to go public via a merger with the blank check firm Digital World Acquisition Corp. The U.S. Department of Justice and the Securities and Exchange Commission are investigating the merger, according to DWAC filings. The Liberian government has requested authorities in the Arabian country of Oman to immediately halt issuing visas to Liberians seeking to travel to the country for domestic employment. The request comes after a group of women already in the country posted graphic images of sexual abuse and other forms of mistreatment they said they were going through at the hands of their so-called masters. In a virtual meeting, Liberia's Labour Minister Charles Gibson differed with officials of Oman's Global Affairs Department, who had described some of the reports by the Liberians as unsubstantiated media claims. He said some of the women were being raped and others brutalized, which is very much unacceptable. An Omani government official has said the request to halt visas will be considered, but insisted the Liberian government should not take everything in the media to be the truth. And in sports, let's now join Jonah Malik for the update.
And on sports update, the United Bank for Africa PLC has visited the official payment services partners of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 in a bid to reward its customers with prospects that will see 4 lucky customers win tickets for an all-expense paid trip to Qatar to watch the Mondial live and a chance to win other amazing prizes. The campaign, which will run from August to September, will reward 2 debit and 2 prepaid customers. Each winner is entitled to have one person accompany them on the trip, as one package covers for 2 people, a winner and a loved one, thanks to Visa. Ishola added, in order to qualify, the first 2 Naira Visa debit cash holders to spend a minimum of 750,000 Naira and the first $2 Visa prepaid card holders to spend a minimum of $5,000 within 2 months, August to September, will stand a chance to win an all-expense paid trip to World Cup. Andrew Wambai, Vice President and Country Manager Visa West Africa, said, as the official payment services partner of FIFA, Visa is proud to partner with UBA to bring the thrill and excitement of this exceptional event to Nigeria fans, who will be able to enjoy an experience of a lifetime. Visa will be celebrating the spirit of football in Qatar and is looking forward to showcasing the future of digital payment with fans from Nigeria and the rest of the world. Spanish teenager Carlos Alcaraz battled into the US Open second round on Tuesday with Argentine opponent Sebastian Brez retired injured. Alcaraz, a quarter-finalist in New York in 2021, won through 7-5, 7-5, 2-0 in 2 hours and 31 minutes on Arthur Ashe Stadium. Alcaraz will face either Talon Grespos of the Netherlands or Argentine Federico Coria for a place in the last 32. Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina crashed out of the US Open at the first hurdle on Tuesday, slumping to a straight set defeat against French qualifier Clara Burel. Burel, ranked 131st in the world, punished a lackluster performance from 25th seeded Rybakina to advance 6-4, 6-4. And straight to transfer news. Within 24 hours to the close of the summer transfer window, European clubs have been busy in a bid to strengthen their squad for the 2022-2023 season. According to footballtransfernews.com, the 2022-2023 summer transfer window has been one of the biggest in history, with Europe's leading club trading billions of euros on some of the game's leading players. Despite the financial uncertainty that many clubs have faced because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the long-term fallout from that, there is a little evidence to suggest spending at the top level of the game is about to be cut, with England's club leading the charge. Clubs like Barcelona, Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, and even newly promoted Nottingham Forest have been busy during the transfer window. While some of these clubs have strengthened their squad in pursuit of titles, some are vying to maintain their status and remain in top-flight leagues, while others have the ambition of competing just to rub shoulders with the big boys. Players like Robert Lewandowski, Erling Haaland, Sadio Mane, Gabriel Jesus, and recently acquired United player Anthony have all switched club to mega bulk deal. However, Nigerian players were not left out, having seen Emmanuel Dennis and Taiwo Awoniyi both join Nottingham Forest in a record transfer, while Calvin Bassey also joined Ajax. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thanks, Jonah, for the update. Over now to Matthias Ayodeji Peter for the entertainment update.
On our entertainment news, the Nigerian Official Selection Committee (NOSC) for the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences has unveiled 4 new voting members in its bid to bring together creatives with diverse expertise in Nollywood. Among the list of newly unveiled members includes actress Meg Otanwa, Stephanie Linus, John Njama, and Kenneth Gyang. The filmmakers and actors joined the jury chaired by Chineze Anyane Aboyi. News of the committee's new members comes in the wake of its latest call for submission for the 95th Oscars International Feature Film category. Filmmakers with eligible films have been directed to follow the submission guidelines outlined on the committee's website from August 13 to August 31, 2022. NOSC latest addition brings the committee jury to 15 members. The committee formerly had Izu Ojukwu, Omotola Jalade Ikende, Mahmood Ali Balogun, Mildred Okwo, Ego Boyo, Adetokunbo DJT Odubawo, Yibu Koko, Moses Babatope, Shaibu Husseini, and Bruce Ayonote. And that is all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Matthias, for the update. Mikhail Gorbachev, the former Soviet leader who brought the Cold War to peaceful end, has died at age 91. Gorbachev, who took power in 1985, opened up the Soviet Union to the world and introduced a set of reforms at home. But he was unable to prevent the slow collapse of the Soviet Union, from which modern Russia emerged. Tributes have been paid worldwide, with UN Chief Antonio Guterres saying he changed the course of history. The hospital in Moscow where he died said he had been suffering from a long and serious illness. In recent years, his health has been in decline and he had not been in and out of hospital. In June, international media reported that he had been admitted after suffering from a kidney ailment, though his cause of death has not been announced. Russian President Vladimir Putin has expressed his deepest condolences following Gorbachev's death. His spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, said U.S. President Joe Biden called him a rare leader and praised Gorbachev as a unique politician who had the imagination to see that a different future was possible amid the tensions of the Cold War. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen praised him as a trusted and respected leader who opened the way for a free Europe. The UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson said he admired Gorbachev's courage and integrity, adding that in a time of Putin's aggression in Ukraine, his tireless commitment to opening up the Soviet society remains an example to us all. And that is the size of a package today. Join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV, like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV 1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Do join us Friday and Saturday to watch our programs. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Mono Balagubu. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Once again, have a lovely evening.